have to think that with the injuries suffered to Doug Williams earlier tonight and the fact that he has already competed puts him in a very distinct disadvantage.
Certainly does. He is the wild card in this. He's had to fight a match to get there, but you got to figure that that's going to fire him up to get the job done this time round as well. He's come this far, he'll want it all.
Would Doug Williams be better served by trying to forge an alliance with Ulf Herman here?
Well, we seem to have somewhat of an uneasy alliance between Sterling James Keenan and Abyss. The same alliance that we saw when they were both together before.
Abyss would be stupid to trust Sterling James Keenan on several reasons. Sterling James Keenan is the one who turned his back on Abyss at the anniversary show.
That is correct. And will Abyss find it in him to trust him again, or is Abyss playing Keenan?
Could be a factor. Abyss returning for the title that arguably he never lost.
Yeah, he didn't lose it. He didn't lose that title, and he wants it back.
I'm just hoping he doesn't remember that it was me that stripped him.
Yeah, that could be a problem for you if he does.
I'm cheering for him, actually.
I might just remind him later on.
Don't do that, please.
Because starting off is Sterling James Keenan and Doug Williams. Again, probably not what Doug wanted to happen. You wouldn't have thought he would want to start out in this matchup.
No.
Having a knee injury that nearly cost him his shot.
But if Sterling James Keenan's going to try and mat wrestle with Doug Williams, he can forget about it.
Yeah, Doug Williams is one of the best when it gets down on the ground. There's not many, if any, in the UK at this particular time that could match him move for move.
It's not just the efficiency, it's the speed in which he does it.
And he's got 1,000,001 ways he can tie you up.
He's very graceful for a man of his size and weight.
And they say that he has a counter for every hold.
Apparently he does.
Well, Doug has tagged in Ulf, and Keenan is just... He's just nipped out. He's put his head under the ropes. I don't think he's tagged Abyss in.
Does Keenan want any part of Ulf?
It's a good question. It's a good question because...
You've got arguably the two most popular men in 1PW squaring off in the ring. Are those Ulf chants louder?
Well, it did seem that way.
You owe Rick a fiver.
Well, all it took was one collar and elbow.
And that was it.
And that was it. And Keenan wanted nothing to do. With Ulf. A friendly gesture from the gentleman Doug Williams.
Seeing a chicken side to Sterling James Keenan. Ulf is chain wrestling.
Well,
do my eyes deceive me, Dale Mills?
Well, they don't, because I'm seeing it as well as Ulf has gone back. He's gone for a wrist lock. And look at Ulf. He's
good grief.
Well, we're seeing a different side to Ulf there.
Yeah, but he didn't see the tag to Sterling James Keenan.
But you've got to admit that I don't think anybody here in the Doncaster Dome tonight has seen that from Ulf Herman before.
I can't believe it.
As he was almost going hold for hold with the anarchist Doug Williams. Oh, and a high back body drop. I thought for a second Keenan was going to land on his head, but he's turned around straight to a big stiff clothesline from Ulf. Followed up by a jawbreaker. And Keenan he's on the wrong end of a bit of a beating here from Ulf Herman.
Keenan's going to regret tagging it.
That's a beautiful double underhook suplex. Float over straight into the pin cover. And again, with this being elimination, you're not going to see anybody come in to break up any pinfalls.
No, not in the slightest.
Every man will want to...
Here we go.
And this is the big one. This is the two behemoths of 1PW, and they're just going at it. There will be no wrist locks, there'll be no hammer locks, there'll be no takedowns, reversals, but there will be a sneaky attack from the back from Keenan.
Oh!
Let's come back to haunt him as Ulf saw that coming, and a big running knee lift has sent Abyss out. as everybody's been ejected from the ring, and
Doug
Doug Williams is stood there in the ring.
Standing. This has got to be a mistake, surely.
And Doug Williams is going to the top rope while all the three guys are outside.
Whoa!
And Doug is like a human bowling ball, has just scattered the pins of these three opponents.
And with a weak knee, is that really the best thing to be doing?
Well, I guess if Doug can get up and roll in the ring, maybe beat a 10 count if there is all three eliminated.
I am
Because this is getting... Well, it's broken down. I guess the
referee can't count them out.
No, you can't count all four of them out. We'll have a non-finish.
You can't count three of them. The belt can't change hands on a count out.
No. And now we've completely lost
all semblance of control.
It's all over as Doug and Keenan have split off, and Abyss and Ulf are somewhere in the arena just probably beating the crap out of each other.
We are struggling to see anything here.
Well, there's Abyss and Ulf. If we take a glance to the screens behind us, we can actually see a little bit of the action.
I think they're brawling up the stairs at this moment.
Oh my God, they are indeed.
The infamous Doncaster Dome balcony may come into play here.
Well, I can see there's Abyss and Ulf over to our right, just beating the hell out of each other, and Doug Williams is trying to choke Sterling James Keenan.
This isn't the usual Doug Williams tactic.
Well, he wants that belt, Adam. He wants it in a bad way because he's
willing to throw another man off a balcony.
I mean,
do it. It's Sterling.
People, when you see Doug Williams and he's aggressive in the ring, but he's always got that air of gentleman about him. You think you can trust him to do the right thing in the ring and keep it clean, keep it submission, mat based, stretching left, right, centre. But it's always
he's got him in a Boston Crab up on the balcony.
He has. It's almost an elevated Boston Crab. I think he's almost leaning all the way back in a...
If someone could get a message to Doug Williams, if he throws Sterling James Keenan off the balcony, I will treble his wages.
I think Keenan, he's picked him up. It was almost a lion tamer on the top there as he was very elevated. And I've completely lost where Ulf Herman and Abyss are.
Brawling up the other stands.
Oh, yeah, there they are. There's Ulf. Doug... you just don't see this kind of hardcore action from Doug Williams.
I thought that was Abyss, but as it transpired, it was just a fat emo with big hair.
Oh my God!
Was that Doug Williams?
It's gone all the way down the stairs.
Jesus.
And the fans speak the truth.
Really can't see from our vantage point what's going on at the moment.
It appears that by the merchandise table, Abyss and Ulf Herman continuing. They haven't stopped.
Maybe they're picking up their tickets for tomorrow night's shows. Something's broke. Somebody's broke.
I think someone's just gone through a table.
I think a couple of people may be dead. Doug Williams, we see Doug Williams and Sterling James Keenan have entered back into the ring area, and Keenan's actually rolled into the ring.
It's hard to know who's going to be worse for wear after that. I mean, Doug Williams has gone down the stairs.
Well, Doug Williams, obviously, I don't know what's going on. I've lost all control of what has happened. If Doug pins Keenan here, is Keenan eliminated?
Yep. I assume. We don't even know who the legal men are, and I doubt the referee does either. Yep. He's got to go. Yeah, he's counting it.
And that could be the end of Keenan's night. I can't believe that. Oh, and there's something else is broke. We can hear the sickening bang.
Well, I could see the top of Abyss's head, so I'm assuming Ulf Herman's ended up the worst on that exchange. And Sterling James Keenan with a basement drop kick to the already injured knee of Doug Williams. If he carries on working on this knee, it's got to be an easy victory.
Well, there's action everywhere, Adam. It's in the ring, it's outside. The fans have spread everywhere. It's crazy, and I think the two monsters are on their way back to the ring.
Well, at least we can see everybody now. Sterling James Keenan whipping Doug Williams into the ropes. Doug responds with a boot to the face, a knee to the midsection. Now an abdominal stretch.
A beauty of an abdominal stretch there.
Meanwhile, on the outside, Ulf Herman just clubbing.
Oh my God! Look out! He's reversed it, and oh my God! Ulf Herman he's just killed the railing on the front row.
And several fans, by the look of it, have just been turned into butter.
Well, Abyss is now rolled into the ring, and Ulf Herman he could be out for the count.
Sterling James Keenan's neck looks at an uncomfortable angle there.
Well, did you see the way that Williams was driving his knee into the side of Sterling James Keenan's neck as he was twisting it in an ungodly manner? And look at Williams go. He's got a fire in him that I don't think we've ever seen.
He's got a German suplex Abyss.
Oh! And that is a beautiful release German suplex by Doug Williams on Abyss. That's right, on Abyss.
Have you ever seen anybody throw Abyss like that?
Anybody that may have been in the Olympics do that to Abyss. Oh, he's gone up. He got him up into the shock treatment. Oh! And again, all the punishment that Doug Williams took onto his sternum in that earlier match, just when you thought he might be getting over it.
Well, that's a section of guardrail gone.
There's guardrail gone, the fans are almost in the ring.
And Sterling's going for an
MK Ultra out of nowhere. 2, 3, and that's the end of Doug Williams' night.
Doug Williams has been eliminated.
Great.
Doug Williams' chance of becoming the first ever British 1PW champion has just gone down at the hands of Keenan and a sick MK Ultra.
The worst thing about that is that Keenan's chances have now just improved.
But you've got to give it to Doug.
He's fought with tremendous heart tonight.
He came back from a knee injury. He wanted it bad. He could taste it, and he gave it his all. And you've got to commend him for that. What a true competitor.
Well, you can't ask for more than that from Doug.
I don't think that'll be the last we see of Doug.
Oh, I doubt it.
In 1PW title scenarios.
Certainly not.
After the showing he's put up tonight, he's shown that he can hang right at the very top here in 1PW.
He's good in singles competition. He comes out with Nigel McGuinness. He's instantly a contender for the tag team belt.
Well, now we're down to 3, and it's a strange set of relationships in there.
Well, Sterling James Keenan, who turned on Abyss last October and then became friends with Ulf Herman,
and now seems to have aligned himself back with Abyss again. And a beautiful duck under the clothesline, and a double of his own from Ulf. Ulf now really, you could say he's in a handicap match now.
Of sorts, yeah.
But what happens if Abyss or Keenan, hold on, that is a beautiful delayed suplex. All the blood rushing to Keenan's head.
The question I asked Dale Mills is that if Abyss is being pinned by Ulf, do you really think Keenan's going to break that up?
No. And what happens if Ulf gets pinned if Ulf gets eliminated and pinned, what's going to happen is Keenan
he was half a second away from pinning the man he's never managed to pin.
That would have been a big moment for Ulf. Obviously that Abyss never lost the title. Ulf never pinned Abyss.
Exactly. He's never beaten Abyss. This can't be good.
And Abyss he's just rolled right past us. He's looking for something. He's got sick intentions, and he's got a steel trash can. As Ulf Herman chokes out Sterling James Keenan with a boot to the throat, and I think, he's bent that over Ulf's back as steel has met flesh.
Those things aren't thin.
Well, the referee is obviously seen it, but to be fair, he's given Abyss the benefit of the doubt on the first one, but if he does it again, he's going to eliminate him.
He's giving him some leeway, probably out of fear.
And that is goodbye, Abyss.
Yep, that's what happens.
Well, Abyss has just manhandled the ref.
And throwing him all the way out the ring.
Well, I'm not quite sure what that means for the matchup, as I can see the ref. Has he eliminated Abyss?
Abyss has been disqualified.
Yep, the referee is disqualified.
That's not going to be popular.
Abyss is he's just chucking things everywhere.
I'm slightly frightened by this.
Jesus! Jesus! Christ!
Shit! Is this still working?
Are we still here? We're still here. We've just witnessed Abyss being DQ'd. Black Hole Slam on Keenan. 3.
And it's over!
And Ulf is retained. But Abyss, Black Hole slams Keenan.
And threw Ulf on top of it!
Through.
The winner of the Fatal 4-Way match, and still 1PW World Heavyweight Champion, the Flaming German, Ulf Herman!
You share the passion, you share the excitement, you share the yearning to participate, but you don't share the skills or experience. All the wrestlers you see here are highly trained athletes. You are not. Please do not try this at home.